Hello, parents, and welcome to Mrs. Allen Henderson's second grade class. In order to have a successful learning year, we are demonstrating the following. Independent students are expected to work on their own, and it is okay if they make mistakes. They respect each other and respect the space that we are creating here in virtual learning, and they are responsible. They know when to log into their classes. They know how to submit work all on their own. And we expect our students, even if they make a few mistakes here and there, we expect them to try their best. And here's our virtual learning schedule. Students are expected to, as I scroll, find today's date, and you will see basic announcements. You will see what special area class they are to attend, and you will also see their class code they're supposed to go to. And also, you can sign in below here. That's how I take my attendance every day. And we have writing period 1 and those very important specials here, period 2. And then we have reading at 9:30 until 10:43, and then we have our lunch from 10:43 to 11:20. Students are expected to log back on for math at 11:20 to 11:30. And then we take a short break, and then we continue on with our math. And then we have our science or social studies or health. And at the end of the day, from 2 o'clock on, we will have what we call reconnect time, where we work with individual groups of students. If your child needs help with anything, with assignments, with submitting, with completing work, this is the time where they work with the teacher. Unless I have a meeting to go to, which is scheduled by my supervisors, then I'm available to meet with students until 2:30 every day. Sometimes I stay later depending on how many students need the help. Once again, here are the special area classes. Students have been in school now for a little over a month, so they should be able to log into these classrooms on their specific days and times. Our Google Classroom expectations, please sign in at 8:05. I take attendance before 8:20 every morning. That is not a Miss Allen rule. That is a Passaic Public School District rule. I must take attendance by 8:20 every morning. So please sign in where I showed you previously. Students are expected to do all classwork, preferably during their independent working time / reconnect time. Students are expected to sign on for Google Meets with Miss Allen Henderson and with all their special area teachers. They are getting graded in all classes. Please, parents, we need students to be seated properly and have some sort of quiet place to work. I know that's very difficult in this day and age. Trust me, I have a husband and a dog myself. They make a lot of noise. But it's important that we find a quiet place for them to work. Students are asked to use an inside voice, to ask for help if they need it, and all of their work should be done by the students. How else am I going to properly assess them and to help them if others are completing work for them? Okay? Students are going to get amazing grades as awards. Students will be responsible, respectful through their independence and succeed. Students will be given, if completing enough assignments, assignment passes, they will get dojo points, positive calls and emails, and student of the week. Grades are, if there are any consequences, grades may be lower than expected, and that is never, ever the goal of school. Teachers never want to give the kids lower grades. So we're going to try our best to do our best. And phone calls home and emails home. And please check your dojo messages also for messages from the teacher. Once again, homework and classwork are kind of interchangeable now with remote learning. Classwork will be assigned Monday through Friday. And during virtual learning, classwork and homework will be given paperlessly through Google Classroom only. Assignments will be reinforced that were learned during class. So this is what makes our Google Meet lessons so essential for students. During virtual instruction, students need pencils and papers, crayons, writing journals, or a whiteboard, and a marker to write with. Of course, that's parent choice as to what students are writing with. Students will also use online whiteboards, and they will use the online chat that is attached to Google Meet. Our grading system, luckily, is remaining the same. Excellent, satisfactory, and in need of improvement will be report card grades. And we are expecting our students to be on time, to sit at a desk or a table. Please, we cannot see students laying in bed. That is not appropriate. Students know to mute themselves and to try to find a quiet place with limited background noise. I know it's tempting to tell your student the answer or to have like prompts for them to get it right. However, instruction is heavily geared on student responses. If a response is not their own, how else will I know where to gauge them academically? They are to raise their hand, then they could unmute and speak, obviously, and then mute yourselves again. Try to keep your cameras on when possible, and everyone will participate and have fun. Please try not to force children to come to school when they are sick. You can send doctor's notes via our email address or Class Dojo private messaging, and students will continue to have excused absences with doctor's notes. And yes, students can make up their classwork when missed. Just let me know, and we are super understandable in this day and age when it comes to missing work. And just please sign in on Google Classroom as stated before, so I can have a running list of who is present in school today. And other general information. All parents were given a welcome back letter, which I sent in Class Dojo private messaging. It was sent via a link, and it has every website we're going to use with children's username and passwords. Please refer to Class Dojo and my wonderful class website for all information. We would love for all students to use the above references, which you can also find in Google Classroom under the topic Daily Reminders. I also have a class app, which you could put it right on your phone. So everything that is accessible, Class Dojo, Google Classroom, My Virtual Classroom, and other important parent websites, especially the parent portal, is all in your fingertips. Please use the parent help Google form when needed. That's also found on my class website and on my class app. And please make sure you fill out the parent questionnaire. And I sent a Google form for emails and phone numbers, which are very essential at this time. Here's what my virtual classroom looks like. All of these things are clickable. You could click on our virtual class library with levels, free books from epic.com. Down here at the bottom is the epic.com class code. Contact me link is also clickable, and it has my email address, Google Voice phone number, and other information. How to get in contact with me. Happy Numbers and Raz Kids is also linkable. These words are linkable. You could click on those for today's assignment sheet and Google Classroom. Okay. And how to complete your Google Classroom work. In order to promote our classroom goals, independence, respect, and responsibility, and you could click here to learn how to turn in work. Once again, here's some communication ways to talk to me. Please check your child, not homework folder. Just check their class, Google Classroom under reminders or under today's assignments, and you'll see all their work that's listed for today. Here's my email address, Miss S. Allen-Henderson@Passaischools.org. Class Dojo, I use that this year primarily for communication only. If the main office has something that I need to post, I will post it on Class Dojo. If I need to contact you privately via class messaging, or messaging rather, I will do that privately. Okay, I have a class app and a class website that's also listed on Google Classroom under daily reminders. Thank you so much for listening to this presentation and for being another great teammate in your child's education.